Yo guys, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? How you all doing? Hope you're all having a great evening. Welcome on in once again to the second episode of season 2 of the StreamDream Podcast. Today, as you can see, my guest over there, he's an absolute stunner, yeah? Look at him, he's a fucking beautiful looking man. Guys, for those of you that don't know, this guy, he is Dean, aka 1BeardedViking. How are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, not doing too bad, mate. How are you doing yourself?
Better now that I can see your face, let me tell you.
You missed me. I was playing with my nipples while you were getting set up and you missed it.
No way. Oh, damn. We'll keep it for after, yeah? We can't do it right now, but after the podcast, we'll have a little bit of one-on-one nipple time. Yeah, good. Glad to hear it, man. Right, okay, yeah, so, guys, before we get started, I need to just say that this podcast is actually sponsored and powered by Adrenalize Energy. Make sure that you go and check them guys out now on adrenalizeenergy.com. Please feel free to use either code. Oh wait, you gotta shake it too, nice. Yeah, so what's your code, buddy?
My code, I have 2 codes. So my original one was just Viking.
Yeah.
And then when they came onto my chat, we ended up making an additional one, which is Dildo. So feel free to use either.
There you go. So make sure you use the code DILDO when you're checking out for the juicy 10 inches, 10% off.
Nice work, Chris.
Yeah,
nice work, man.
That's a bit of a PG rated start to the podcast. But yeah, so yeah, everybody's happy, everybody's good. You can hear us all loud and clear. Beautiful. Let's get involved. Right, okay, so 10 what, you don't know what 10 inches is? Do you want to see?
You can have 10 inches if I fuck you 10 times.
I was going to say, if you want to see 10 inches, I'll give Mike a shout. I'm sure he'll be okay, man. Right, yeah, anyway. Right, we're going to get into it now. No more vile talk, as we knew it was going to be on this podcast. Oh, guys, by the way, I'm going to be asking viewer questions in a bit, so don't get them in there yet, because I'll lose track of them. But I'll give you another little reminder later. Please highlight them if you can, just so it makes them easier for me to track. Right, okay, so Dean, let's speak a little bit about you, buddy. You're the star of the show tonight, okay? So,
Okay.
right, first of all, tell us a bit about yourself as Dean, not as Bearded Viking, as a normal guy.
Well, I currently work at a place that sells dildos and sex toys and things like that, which is really interesting because that's kind of a new job for me. So my job is very much like we have meetings and they will just talk about sex reviews and stuff like that. So that's really interesting for me. I'm married to my wonderful wife, who gets called a streamer wife all the time. I don't know if that's derogatory or not, but she accepts it, so it's completely fine. She ends up running and gets me cups of teas, but I'm sure she enjoys most of all smashing eggs on my head, which is part of a sub-wheel spin redemption thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, but apart from that, I really like watching sports and stuff like that as well. I've got a big fan of American football, ice hockey, normal football, and rugby as well. Grew up playing rugby. I know yourself, Chris, you absolutely love rugby, and you're wrestling, so maybe we can wrestle together at some point.
Maybe we can have a game of rugby together and then wrestle. That'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? We'd be nice and sweaty before we start, you know. So yeah, that'd be pretty sick. Literally sick. Right, okay. So that's pretty cool backgrounds. You sort of like, you're very similar to myself. You know, you like your American sports. You like dildos. You like.
Oh yeah, we love some dildos.
No, so yeah, so you work there. You're a tester, right, in that company?
Everyone says I'm a tester. I might as well just go along with it. To be fair, as staff, you can get paid to test the things. Obviously, they see your reviews, which I think is a little bit weird, being staff and they can see your reviews. So if I buy like a, what's it called? The 3-inch bangs, not 3-inch bang, 3 bangs butt plug or something. It's like that big. And if I test that out, and they'll see my review. So it's a weird concept, but you know.
And you mean you're not getting paid to do that yet? I'd be taking everything home. Every time I come home from work, I'd have a boot full of fucking toys, like, and just get on with it.
I mean, it's pretty much, yeah, 50% discount. So I've got kind of like a lot of stuff that we've ordered just to see what it looks like for half of it. So
that's insane, man. That's insane. So anybody who also wants, this guy's got discount codes for everything, right? He's got beard oils, he's got energy drinks, he's got dildos, anything you need. Just speak to him. You'll probably get it for some money off, you know. So don't hesitate to ask, yeah. Right, okay. Right, okay. So let's talk about you a little bit as a streamer now, buddy. No more talk about dildos and vibrators and stuff, yeah?
I try not to, mate.
For now. Right, okay, so how long roughly have you been a streamer, buddy?
This is kind of like a weird answer because I technically started back in May last year, but it was a one-off charity stream.
Okay.
And I did maybe over June and July, I did about 10 hours streaming, but I'd say I properly started in August. So officially May, but when I actually started doing it properly since August last year.
That's pretty good, yeah. So obviously I know you. For people who don't, make sure you go and check him out, obviously. But yeah, obviously I sort of know you. I've come in your streams as regular as I can. Obviously I can see that since August you've made a hell of a lot of progress. You know, you got a lot of followers. You get regular good viewers. You know, everything about your stream is pretty spot on, to be fair. Some of the stuff you do, you know, sometimes he dresses up as a woman and gets his makeup done.
That was a good stream. I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed it too much, to be fair.
I've actually done screen recordings of part of that stream. You know, I won't tell you why. Just I've got them there. But
all right.
right. Okay. So, what was it that got you into streaming? You touched on a charity stream, but what was it that sort of made you think I'm going to do a stream? Was it that?
That was literally what got me into it. So basically, yeah, myself and Mike, or Dropping Mike is Hot, he's also a Twitch streamer now as well. Very good friend of mine in real life. We did a charity stream with our friend Dan as well.
Yeah.
We did it for raising money for COVID-19 relief, so it's for a good cause, and we did a 19-hour stream. And we didn't really get too many viewers. It was mainly like family and friends popping in, but it was just quite a nice atmosphere. It was chilled out. I enjoyed myself and thought, oh, maybe I didn't actually watch Twitch before I streamed, which is such a weird thing. So I actually started watching Twitch after that. Followed a couple of people, started enjoying it, thinking, oh yeah, maybe this is something I could do. I might not necessarily be the greatest gamer in the world, but maybe I can be entertaining or something. I'm always trying to find ways.
You know, saying that, right? I'm not saying you're a bad gamer. I've played games with you. I played Fortnite with you. You're pretty good, pretty good gamer, to be fair. But I think with Twitch, in the world of Twitch, a lot of people don't go into streams to watch the game. I know I don't sometimes. Most of the time, I'm there to talk to people like yourself, who I class as a friend, and to because I think the person looks interesting rather. Although if anybody is interested, feel free to slip in them whispers. Yeah. Yeah, but Amber didn't hear that, right? Yeah, that's what they're called, whispers. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, but most of the time, generally, I seen Mike's name on. That's how I found Mike, okay, and that's how I eventually found you as well, and everybody else. So I was on Twitter browsing as I normally do, and I seen one of them retweet bot things had retweeted him. And I was like, oh, well, his stream looks pretty cool with his name and his colours and his flames and his everything. So I thought, I'll check him out. Next thing you know, I've not really left, So yeah, it's weird how this streaming world works, guys. Honestly. Right, okay. I forgot one more question to ask you. Oh, there we go. Right, so you said you didn't really watch Twitch before you started doing it yourself, but I do have a question which I normally ask everybody. Are there any streamers who influenced you? But in your case, are there any who do influence you now?
Like I said, because I didn't really watch anyone before, I think lockdown has kind of made that effect on a lot of people, where they're kind of looking for different forms of entertainment. And for me, I know a lot of the young kids would kind of grow up watching streams because it's kind of embedded in their culture at the moment. But for me, as a 31-year-old, I was aware of it, but I never watched it. So.
Yeah.
But I did watch it after I did my initial stream, and obviously I quite like Fortnite. It's not to everyone's taste, but the first person I remember properly watching is called a guy called Nick A30, who's a really good Fortnite player, and I found it really interesting. He's not necessarily chat orientated because he gets 10,000 viewers.
Yeah,
he's pretty much the only big streamer I still watch, just purely to have him on the background and just watch a good bit of gameplay. But for the most part, it's a lot of the people that I now kind of idolize on or respect or appreciate are people that actually come into my chat, and I find out they're streamers, and then I'll think, oh, that's really cool, I like that idea in their stream, or I really like that sort of person. So generally, most of the people I get inspiration from, and this includes viewers, are probably people that just come into my chat, just everyday people that come and talk to me. So they get, I get suggestions from them. I can see how viewers react to what I do, and that makes me feel good about what I'm doing. Oh, maybe I can improve on that. And then generally, obviously, in other streams when I go in there, I'll pick up on little bits, or I always think, oh yeah, maybe I can bring that to my stream. Not necessarily copying, and generally if I feel like I'm copying, I probably won't do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much how it's gone.
So what's your view on like obviously you feel like copying things, but what's your view on it? So say somebody comes in your stream and sort of has sees one of your ideas and then sort of spins it off themselves. What's your sort of view on it?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, there's lots of things that you can take from loads of people's streams. I know, for example, me and you have both got and Mike has got the sub wheel spin thing, and I think a lot of people will have that as well. Obviously, it'll have different outcomes and things. So I think as long as you're personalising it, and generally, if I'm gonna find a good idea from someone and I know them, I'll usually chat to them about it. I spoke to Mike because I first saw the sub wheel spin on Mike's thing after he got an idea from you. So there's kind of like that kind of like influencing community where your friends kind of work together. So I don't feel like it's like a rivalry or anything like that. I think it's like you all help each other. Similarly, like if he wanted something that I did and he wanted to know how to do it, as long as he wasn't doing it like exactly the same, like I don't have any issues with it. So
yeah. Obviously, if somebody came along and started calling themselves 2BeardedViking, Viking, and then literally sat there and had old consoles behind them and dressed up as a woman and all that sort of shit, you'd be like, oh bro, what the fuck are you doing, like, but yeah, I know what you mean. I completely agree with you, man. It's like, to be fair to Mike, I didn't like give him a row as such. I just said, don't fucking ask me. He came into my inbox a while ago and he said, yo bro, do you mind if I use a sub wheel as well? And I said, it's one of the tools that Streamlabs gives you, why would I mind? You know what I mean? And fair play to him for thinking you might have been stepping on somebody's toes, but when you sort of get to know people and you're in and out of each other's streams all the time, you become like a little bit of a family. You all welcome each other into streams. You help each other out and just give ideas. I personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I am tempted to call myself 2BeardedViking.
Go for it, mate. Go for it.
I'm nowhere near as good looking. Oh, by the way, guys, a little observation. I want someone to clip this for me if you can, guys. Because I'm a little bit busy doing a podcast right now. But Dean, if you can come a little bit closer to the camera, to your, I think it's your right side.
This way?
The other side.
I was going to say this way.
Just have a look, guys, yeah? Can you not see that resemblance? So we both got a hat on, yeah? Both got glasses. Both
First
got
time I wore a hat.
Beards. First time we ever wore a hat, nice. And also, if you look down there... No, actually, yeah. As you can see, we're looking very similar tonight. He's got a much nicer chest than me, but yeah. I noticed that. I came on the podcast tonight before we started it, and I seen it. I was like, bro, we're rocking the same clothes right now. What the fuck? Not the same clothes, but the same look, so yeah.
We are twins. We are absolutely twins. Like I said, you can take 2BeardedViking, people won't know which one's which.
Yeah, well... We did actually joke about it before we started. I said, right, how about you host the podcast and I'll pretend to be you. See how that goes. What's this? Similar light hue. It's like twins. Yeah, the glow in the background, the effect. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we have actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's all happening.
Purples
I
and
just
blue.
can't afford all them old retro consoles like you. I just got a plain painted wall behind me.
These are collected over a long time, so I wouldn't be able to buy them. I mean, some of them are actually like quite expensive or quite difficult, like this ZX Spectrum.
Yeah.
This is it's broken, but that's very hard to find.
I bet. Do you still play some of them?
I used to have them before I moved. So I moved to my current location about 2 years ago from a flat I was with my wife, and I had all of them hooked up, all of them with like loads of cables that converted it to HDMI, so I could play them all on my TV, and it was just a mass of wires everywhere. And I did play them enough to warrant having all that mess around, although I do kind of miss doing it. But at least I can make use of them here. Like I can proudly show them. I've got an actual reason to have them up now, so it's pretty cool.
I think it's a pretty cool backdrop. Like you see a lot of people. Most of the time when you watch a stream, if you go onto Twitch, if you've never been onto Twitch before and you go and start watching, you watch 10 random streams. Chances are most people behind them will have some form of neon light, and then some form of like figures maybe, or like pop vinyls, or. But I like what you've done there. It's a little bit different with the old consoles and things. I did actually think you'd glued them to the wall, and I was gonna rip you apart for that if you'd done that.
No, I didn't. I got these like acrylic. These were very cheap. They were like, I don't know, like 20 quid. These like acrylic ones, so they're like very unnoticeable, and it works well with the lights because it kind of bounced off. So, and then obviously the lights they stick to the walls. Nice. But they were only like 20 odd quid. So
No, it looks good, honestly. I really like the back, the backdrop you got like going on. So, yeah, props for that. Right, okay. Moving on. We're gonna talk a little bit about equipment now. So, what are you currently set up with?
My equipment is probably a little bit different in the sense that I have a Mac, which is kind of like, if you ever want to do anything streaming wise or gaming wise, it's literally the enemy. But it's the tool I have at the moment. So it's a decent Mac, and I've got a Mac basically because I like photo editing and video editing. So
Yeah.
that's the main reason for it. But yeah, I used an iMac 2019. I don't know the actual specs, but important things I have. I play from PlayStation 5. It was PS4 when I started. My camera, I didn't buy my camera for my stream. I don't think I could afford to like invest that amount of money into my stream, straight off the bat. I had this camera anyway, which is pretty expensive, but it's a Sony A7R III, which is a mirrorless camera. Very good for landscape and stuff like that, but I thought I'd utilize it. I didn't initially start out with that camera because I started just streaming from the PS4 camera.
Yeah.
Microphone is Blue Yeti. I did have another microphone before that. Can't remember what it was. It was like a Amazon Basics one, and it was, to be fair, it was not too bad.
Yeah.
But I like this is kind of a nice place to put it for me. It's got a nice steady stand or whatever, but the audio seems to be really clear, and I've got a little bit more. I can control it from the microphone as well, which is quite handy.
Yeah, it's always a handy thing.
What else have I got? Capture card, obviously, because I'm from console. I use a capture card. So it's an Elgato HD60. It seems to do the job. It does have a little bit of issues with audio delay, but I think that's a Mac related issue.
Yeah.
So there we go.
That's awesome, dude. So you got quite a how would I put this? Quite a nice sort of, not like a like not one of these like, oh, I got a big tower with fucking lights in your face. Not one of them sort of setups. But what you do, guys, honestly, if you've never seen Dean streaming before, honestly, you'd swear he's got literally the highest end fucking equipment you can find, honestly, because his streams is actually really fluid. Sometimes, do you still always use the double cam sort of angle thing you do, or was that just for that one stream?
So I use that for that one stream. So I do think about different camera angles at times depending on what I'm doing. So for the 1BeardedViking stream, I think that's the one you're on about. I used what's the name of it? It's an app on your phone, and you can use your phone as a second screen. So I kind of position that in a way that you can see the makeup being put on me, because obviously the missus can't sit here because that's where the computer is. So it's kind of like I was facing away, but obviously I wouldn't be doing it the whole stream. So I'm always thinking about different camera angles, and I may potentially invest in a second camera just as like a standard one having there all the time. So it's always worth looking into.
Yeah, it's pretty good, to be fair. Like, obviously, I could see like that. I could tell you were using like a different camera, because obviously one, the angle, and two, the picture was slightly what's the word? Like a sort of grainy effect, like you shoot, like you said, with a phone camera, sort of when you take a selfie, that sort of look. But it's pretty good, to be fair. I liked what you did there, like, and it showed everything, Crazy, what's going on, buddy? Welcome on in. Thank you so much for that sub. I do owe you a spin of the wheel when I stream tomorrow. For that sub, because I use a different software for the podcasts, actually, so I haven't got the sub wheel and things set up on this OBS software, unfortunately. But if you want, Dean said he'd give you a nice dab if you want.
I don't think I've ever tried to do a dab before, mate.
Well, you got to try it now. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. How do the kids do it? Is it just like
beautiful?
Is that good enough?
Mate, why haven't you got to do a dab on your fucking redeem thing and just?
Oh, mate. Getting old, mate. That was a hell of a stretch for me.
Mate, that was a great dab. Honestly, it's one of the best dabs I've ever seen. Actually, like, mine's tragic, like, because I'm all squashed in when I stream, so I'm just like, yeah, you can sort of see me, But I look like I'm sniffing my armpits, But yeah, that's what it's like on my stream. Like, but yeah. Trace, you legend. I will give you a spin of the wheel tomorrow. Yeah, so fantastic stuff. Right, anyway, what is the best bit of advice you would give to somebody who's thinking about starting up as a streamer?
Do not pay attention to viewers and not viewers. Don't pay attention to viewers.
Yeah, like guys.
Viewer numbers is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we can get a bit fixated on the number of viewers, and sometimes that affects the way we not necessarily perform, but the way we react to the amount of viewers that we've got in the stream. So I think, if you've got the most viewers you've ever had in your stream, you'll be really pumped, sort of thing. But then if you go to the next stream and then you look, you've got like whatever you consider to be low for your stream, it can really affect you and think, oh, what am I doing wrong? And then you kind of don't have that same energy that you usually have. So I think it's really important not to pay attention to that, because at the end of the day, people have lives. They're not always going to be free on that day. They might not want to watch Twitch on that day. I know there's lots of people that I love to watch on Twitch, and I don't watch them every day, other than Mike, who's a close in real life friend. Don't do follow for follow. I did it not necessarily going into people's Twitch streams, but more of like a social media sort of thing. Oh yeah, if you follow me, I'll follow you back sort of thing. I did that at the start when before I became an affiliate. They're basically empty follows. There's no. I mean, it might get you to affiliate, but you're not going to get anything more than that. They're never going to come into your stream, to be honest. So you kind of have to grow organically. Make sure you go into other people's streams, chat to people, because at the end of the day, the only way someone's going to come into your stream there's two ways. They're going to either come across you by looking for a certain game, and if you're playing a popular game, you're just going to be flooded with all of the other big streamers, and they're not going to see you. Or if you play like a game no one's heard of, they're not going to see that either. So obviously sometimes it's down to game, but I would say, yeah, just getting in the communities, chatting to people, so that they have a reason to come and see you. And then they might come and see you, and they might not like what you do, and they might not follow, but then at least they've come in and given you a chance. So and also don't focus on the negatives, because there's so much positivity in the Twitch community.
Yeah.
It's very easy to see a comment pop up. I don't really get them, to be honest, that often, but I have seen it once or twice in other people's streams, and it can really throw you off. But if you focus on that one comment when maybe you've had months and months of positive people in your chat that are loving what you're doing and giving you all that support, don't focus on that one person. At the end of the day, they're probably the ones hurting inside, and they've just come in just to ruin your day. They're nothing to you. So just try and ignore that. Focus on the positive things, I would say.
Exactly, I couldn't agree more. And obviously just be yourself as well. I think as well, if you do start like focusing on your viewers, your numbers and things, that stops you from being yourself, because you're subconsciously thinking like, shit, why isn't anyone watching me? But yeah, I think it's spot on. I used to do the same thing. I used to always check my chat, check my numbers, and I used to like feel myself. I'd be like, I got like two viewers, what the hell?
Yeah.
And I'd always like I'd watch my streams back, and you could see my mood going from like up there somewhere to like down there, if that makes sense.
Really does affect you. Like it shouldn't do, and like your brain almost doesn't want you to, but it just does happen.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And if you've got two viewers, if people start coming into your chat and you're not 100% you, they're not going to stay. So like if you've got lower viewers, the only way you're going to get people coming in is by being that positive person that you are at whatever the amount is that makes you feel good, sort of thing. So
yeah,
it's best to just switch off to it. So.
And another thing I'd like to add actually to what you've said already is literally when you're streaming, you do your stream as if you're streaming to absolute thousands. Honestly, it's the best way to go. That's what I've started doing myself, and I feel better for it. Even if I had one viewer all stream, I'm like, yeah, I fucking enjoyed that, because I've enjoyed it myself, So even if you didn't get what you wanted in terms of like viewers coming in, you're still feeling happy about it because you had a good fun as well. So, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's all about fun,
Definitely.
Right, okay. Somebody actually said 2 viewers are still 2 unique people. Always look at the exactly. And they could also be 2 viewers who will tell 2 of their friends each, and then your 2 viewers become 6. So that's the way you got to look at it. So yeah, right, okay. Right, viewers, if you can all start thinking of a couple of questions, please make sure you highlight them in my chat so I can find them nice and easy to get them all asked to Dean for you. We're now going to move on to something I like to call Fast 5. Just a little bit of fun to get you thinking pretty quickly. Some of the answers I get are quite funny and silly sometimes, some are not. Try and snap the answers back at me if you can. So the first one of them is, would you prefer to have 50 follows or 5 subs?
50 followers.
Yeah, awesome. That's what I think. One person's only ever said subs. Right, okay, so if you could have any celebrity follow you and be an active member of your chat and, like a friend in stream, who would it be and why?
Noel Fielding. It's very hard to think when you've got like 2 seconds to think, but I do a really good impression of him from Mighty Boosh, if anyone knows who he is, and I'd love to have him like on my stream.
Go, take it away. Take this impression away.
So he does. Oh, what's the name of the little character? The little pink tentacle thing. I forget the name of it now. He's like, oh my words, what is going on? That's basically how he speaks.
that. Do you know what? Right, you watch sometimes when I watch your stream, and you'll say some stuff, and you'll sort of do that sort of like
Yeah, see?
tone and accent and things, and so that's where you get it from. I know who he is, but obviously I haven't watched that show, unfortunately. But that was pretty
It's
good to be
old
fair. I
now.
enjoyed that, and I know where it comes from now. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that one.
It does slip
Actually,
out all the time.
one of your clips from the 1BeardedViking stream, you were sort of saying some stuff, and at the end you went, "It's going to be your dick later" or something like that, and that was that same sort of tone. So yeah, that's just making me. I'm inside. I'm screaming, bro. Honestly, it's funny as fuck.
I'm glad that you remember that. That was good.
Right, okay. If you could only play one game for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
Oh, mate, that's a tough one. I guess Fortnite at the moment. It's probably not my. I know it's not the best game in the world, but it's a one that I find is most social in terms of the people that I regularly play with. We don't take ourselves too seriously, so I think I could generally do that. There's lots of games I really enjoy, but the replayability and stuff like that comes into factors. So definitely probably would be Fortnite, I think.
Yeah, if you'd asked me if I'd asked you that question a month ago and you said Fortnite, I'd have been like, yeah, if you enjoy it, that's great. But at the minute, I agree.
You fucking twat.
Yeah, no, genuinely, about a month ago, I would have said, fuck Fortnite, bro. But now, I'm actually playing it a lot and I'm enjoying it, and literally it's all I want to play these days. I wake up, I'm like, Fortnite. Yeah, so I kind of like agree with you on that one. Right, okay, what is the most viewers you've ever had in your stream, and how did you react to that?
This is weird. So my most viewers I ever had in my stream, obviously like not like average over that stream, but just like the most at one time.
Yeah.
I think was 80, and this was before I considered myself streaming properly. So I did a stream in July, and I actually managed to work my way up in the divisions on Fortnite to get into a cash cup. So it's like a competitive where you can win money. So I had a lot of people come into that and watch me. They didn't necessarily talk too much, unless someone botted me. Probably the case. But I've had other streams that have not been that far off on occasions, which usually when I've had a few decent raids and stuff. But it's always like raids are always weird when they come in, because like you're getting someone else's bringing over their community. You want to make sure you're welcoming everyone in. These are people that could come back and chat to you or whatever like that, enjoy your content or whatever. So you always want to make sure that you give them attention, not purely just for attention's sake. At the end of the day, they're in your channel, like you're there to entertain them. So you do want to do that. But yeah, like when a big raid comes in, like whatever I do, I usually tend to just stop what I'm doing if I can, make sure I introduce myself, speak to everyone that's coming in. Sometimes it can be a bit nervy depending on the size of the raid. I think sometimes if you get one that's maybe like twice the size of your average viewers that you usually get, it's a little bit daunting. But you've always got to welcome one in. So.
Of course you have, yeah. Of course you have. To be fair, like 80 viewers as your around 80 is your highest. That's pretty good, That's like sort of where anybody who takes streaming a little bit seriously, that's where they sort of want to see themselves. They want to get more. Obviously, people appreciate the amount of viewers they get in.
Yeah.
But they obviously want to grow and grow and grow, because it helps. Like I find it helps other people, So I've got like obviously a lot of people who I'd like to raid, like I've raided you a couple of times, like Venoms. There's a couple of people, So if I've got 80 viewers, and then I'm like, whoop, I'll send them all over to Dean. Next thing, you're picking up a couple of followers from there, and then your followers in return, because then people will come back to watch you again, and then your followers in return get raided. And then, you know what I mean? It's like a bit of a conveyor belt system, So yeah.
Yeah, whole like domino effect system, and it helps everyone, and it's good to pass on for people that you really value within your. Everyone's kind of got their own little Twitch community that kind of like builds up once you start streaming a lot, and there's people that are really there supporting you, regardless of whether they're in your stream or if they come in and or if they just do like a little retweet when you go live, or they come and chat to you or say, I really enjoyed that thing the other day. Like they are valuable, and they're the people that keep you motivated. So to be able to pass on any kind of stream, any kind of raid or anything like that is always helpful to them. So, and they'll do it back to you.
Yeah,
but exactly. If they're nice. So
if they're nice, yeah, exactly. Right, okay. So the last of the Fast Five. This has been a bit of a slower Fast Five because I'm asking them slowly and like a.
I'll give you like 10-minute answer.
No, it's not. I've been like literally talking myself as well. But, right, okay. It's called Fast Five because I want you to think fast, not because of the speed of the whole process. But yeah, you get my drift.
Cool. Yeah.
Right, okay. So you sort of touched on this already. Have you had any griefers or trolls in your chat, and what did you do about them? About the situation, rather.
I'm extremely lucky. So No, I would say not really, other than maybe like one or two people coming in that have just come in to be a dick, like they just come in and say, "Oh, you're a wanker" or something, and then just leave.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't really bother me. Sometimes I just find it funny, or I'll like troll back to them or whatever.
Yeah.
Generally, if you go in, like, if there's anything wrong, generally your community of people, especially your regulars, will just tend to like tell them to fuck off, or they'll just get banned anyway. Much. So yeah, it's but it's dealing with the right rate. I've seen it kind of worse in other streams, and I think if you kind of address the issues why they're doing that, they kind of maybe will reflect on themselves, but probably not.
Yeah, exactly. But to be fair, like myself, if somebody came in my stream and said, "Oh, you're a wanker," I'd say, "Oh, you've been here before, have you?
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Who have you been speaking to? Like, right, okay, mate, you done pretty well on that fast 5. You flew through them. Good answers as well, really good answers. Right, so now we're going to move on to a couple of viewer questions. Guys, don't forget to highlight them if you can. Makes my life a lot easier. Right, first one we have is from... Wait, there's loads here. Wait, there's a few here. I didn't realise how many come in. Shit.
Oh yeah, I can see the highlights things. I haven't really read any of them.
Right, okay, so Your Venoms is asking, do you have any long-term plans for streaming or events?
I think I kind of like had a goal of... Obviously, I think once you hit affiliate, there's kind of like the next organic goal to go for would be partner. Now, I don't necessarily see that as a goal. I just tend to see my goal is just to keep improving and see what happens. I think obviously people with like a full-time job do find it difficult with having the time and stuff to maybe keep it rolling as much as they can. So I'll just do it if I enjoy it, and if I end up getting to partner from that, then great. But if not, at the end of the day, you shouldn't stream if you don't enjoy doing it. If you're just streaming just to get to partner and get to that status and then get money, very likely that you probably won't if that's your goal. If you're enjoying it and you're liking the people coming in and you're accepting that it's going to take some time, like I started from PlayStation 4 to like one viewer with the PlayStation 4 built-in camera. I didn't have any bots in my channel or anything like that. It's a real grind, and you can start from anywhere. And the more I've gone, you're always learning. You're never going to know everything about streaming. You're never going to do everything right. There's always going to be technical issues, and at the end of the day as well, live streaming, you're on the internet fucks up all the time. Like, these are just things that are going to be annoyances as well. So you just kind of got to go with the flow, and your equipment will improve as you go along, which is what's happened to me. Most of the time I get a Twitch payout, it will go straight back into the stream. So I'm not really making any money from it, and I'm okay with that, because my main thing is that I put out what I want, the entertainment and stuff like that. If people are enjoying that, if I can make people laugh, that's basically what I want at the end of the day. Like, what makes me feel good is making other people feel good, and making friends as well. Like, who doesn't want that? I've met some amazing people, viewers and streamers on Twitch, and I definitely want to, including yourself, Chris, I definitely want to go and have a drink with them at some time. So 100%. I said we'll catch a rugby game.
100%, man. I'll come to Bristol, I'll go to Ashton Gate and watch a game with you and get pissed out of my fucking skull. I don't care. Yeah, I'm well up for that, man. I've actually been to the gate before. So my missus' brother did play back then for Wales under-20s against England. It was nice. In Ashton Gate. They were sort of half building it though. Like, one of the stands was done, but then the rest of the whole stadium was built, but hadn't sort of put the seats in and a few other bits and bobs, But yeah, it's a really nice stadium, to be fair. But right, anyway, next question is from Key760. How you doing, Key buddy? He says, can we get an egg smash for the podcast? Oh, I don't have any eggs, actually.
I can ask the missus to get me an egg.
Should I do it at the end?
Do that. Yeah, all right, then we'll do an egg at the end.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Oh, look at that. I forgot to turn my things off. Thank you, Bamala. I'm using a virtual webcam, and I turned off my alert box, but I forgot to actually turn off the visual alert box. Good, honestly. There you go. Thank you for the follow.
At the end of the podcast, guys, just so you know, I'm going to give him a fucking bollocking, right? So, yeah. No, I'm not. Honestly, honestly, that's absolutely fine, brother, honestly. Right, okay. Fantastic Gamer, how's you doing, buddy? He said, can I please have your beard? Which one?
He's definitely talking to you, mate. Look at your beautiful beard.
Nah, it's got a bit of ginger, mine is, mate. Look at the state of that. It's gone like a Chesney from Coronation Street's beard. Yeah.
So I'd lick your beard, mate. I'd lick your beard.
Lick my beard, nice, mate. Right, we'll wait for Fat to reply. Has he replied? Both. He wants both beards. Yeah, you can have a little clipping of mine if you want. I'll send it to you in a little bag in the post. You can have it. Right, okay, where are we? Fuck, I've overscrolled. do this every week.
What are you doing, Chris?
Mate,
what are you
I'm
fucking
like
doing?
Mate, it's you. You're giving me the fucking flushes and stuff, man. Right, okay. Right, Crazy has asked, what inspired you to get into streaming, when and why? We have obviously been over this because it's the start of the first question we ask. I do apologise. I don't apologise if you came in late. You know what I mean? I'm trying to say stuff that don't make sense. Do you want to give him a quick, brief answer on that one, Crazy? Crazy, Dean? Why
I am Crazy. You can call me Crazy Dean if you want. Yeah, so I was saying, yeah, like I didn't actually watch Twitch before I first streamed. I ended up doing a charity stream for 19 hours with my good friend Dropping Mike is Hot, or Mike. I call him his username more than his real name now, which is weird considering he's my actual friend. And then my friend Dan, he's thinking about streaming soon as well, actually. So yeah, we kind of did a 19-hour stream, went really well. We only really had friends and family come in, but we really enjoyed it. And then I started watching Twitch afterwards. Started watching a few people, thought maybe this is for me, gave it a little bit more of a go, and in August I kind of started doing it properly and became more of a scheduled thing, taking myself a little bit more seriously. So inspiration really was by, I guess, accident.
Yeah.
So
in short, did it for a charity purpose, enjoyed it, kept doing it. Pretty much, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, okay, so here's one for us now, bro. Adrenalize Energy. Would you both shave your beards for charity?
Nope.
Not a fucking chance.
Yes, I would. I would do it.
It'd be
but I would expect everyone to put in a fucking ton of cash for that. Like there's a high kind of price cap, I think.
It would have to be like, for me personally, it would have to be like a $2,500 raised thing.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, you've got it a little bit easier, Chris, because you're not called Chris Bearded Eds. Like, if I'm 1Bearded Viking, you come in and I've got no beard, they're like, "What? Who the fuck is this guy?"
So yeah, one bald Viking. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, because
it's like my Twitch identity. So, but yeah, I would do it for the right price, guys. We got to raise some good amount of money for a charity.
Can you Chinwig? Can you do me a favor? Can you like just show people how pruned your beard is? Mine, if you look at it, guys, is what a fucking mess. Get a little bit close to that camera, Dean.
Mine isn't that good today, to be fair, but I do try and keep it.
Look at that, guys. That is
in
a
shape.
fucking beard. That you should be doing just like modeling and stuff for beard companies and that sort of thing, you know.
But I'll show you a secret. You said I could plug a little bit. So Beard Struggle is a company that I have a discount code for. They call me a brand Viking, which obviously appeals to me because I like Vikings as well. Nice. This is one of my secrets. Let me just get it into focus a second. This is a beard straightener. What? So you have the end there. It heats up just like a straightener, and then you do that, and it will straighten out your beard. Obviously, I've got other products that I use. Obviously, oils, loads of different balms and things like that. I've got shampoo and conditioner specifically for beard, all from the same company. But my discount code, if you want to use it for the beard struggle, is 1BeardedViking. So I think it's 15% off discount. So
get involved, guys. If you are man enough and you can grow a beard, get involved. Honestly, and my mind's blown. You can get beard straighteners. I'm getting involved. I'm getting one of them. Like, Jesus
they are good. They work. They definitely work.
Yeah, I can tell, man. Right, okay. So let's move on.
One pube Viking.
Yeah, I did see somebody put one pube Viking. That was pretty good.
Love it.
Amber's asking, don't know if this is appropriate, but I don't know if I want to read the rest of this, bro. But can you tell me where you get your tan from?
Where I get my tan from?
Benidorm, obviously.
I tell you what, it's not necessarily tan. Look, it's my lighting. If I switch it, there you go. It's not as tanned. Well, I still look tanned, but yeah.
Look at him pretending he's not tanned.
There we go. So, but yeah, I just kind of have it like that, just as I try and get the light a little bit more balanced. So
I'm trying to find my my light controls. Let me see what happens when I put mine on orange. Right, let me try this. So let's go like, that's white. Oh yeah, baby, look at that tan.
You got a little bit there. There you go.
Beautiful. Well, that makes me look super ginger in the beard. And look at that. Like, you know.
It does have that little bit of effect as well, doesn't it?
I'll leave that one on. That one's right.
But generally, like my beard does go proper ginger. So everyone, if you want a good laugh, I do actually dye my beard.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't done it for a while, so usually it's a little bit darker. The only reason I do it, and I don't really mind having a ginger beard, but my hair's not ginger, so I always think it just looks a little bit strange having two different colours. So I just try and align the colours. It literally takes 5 minutes just for men. Does the job.
No, beautiful. I might give it a whirl.
It's like all the beauty tips, see?
So this is now a podcast about Dean as a streamer and a beautician, guys, and a dildo salesman. Right, okay, so, right, okay, so, who else is asking questions? Let me just check. Right, okay, Fantastic Gamer, Wayne, how you going, buddy? He wants to know, off-stream topic, does your job have any vacancies?
We're currently growing at the moment, so funny enough, like, literally growing. Oi, oi! Oi,
currently growing.
Oi,
Yeah.
There we go. It's alright, I'm hiding at the moment. I've got jogging bottoms on, so it's
I'm sorry, bro. I cut off your answer there because I couldn't stop laughing. My bad. I do apologize.
That's fine. There's probably a lot of vacancies going at the moment. I know that the business is growing.
Should we try this again? Like, honestly.
The business is growing. Okay, so there's currently a lot of vacancies at the place I work at, which is a dildo company. Not primarily dildos, but there are other sex toys. You know, if you want a silicone fist shoved up your asshole, you can also get that for a 50% discount. But they've massively grown over the last couple of months due to lockdown. So everybody's really bored, so they're just kind of shoving stuff in themselves. So if you want to shove stuff in yourself, you know, start spending your money there, and there might be some more vacancies. So there you go.
Somebody just put in the chat. It was actually Tim, Adrenaline's Energy. Nice plug.
Nice plug.
What plug? Maybe. Right. Okay. So let's move on. We got some more questions coming in. I just need to find them. I've actually already read that one Ven was putting out. I don't know how it ended up at the top. Let's have a look. Wade, you are right. Chris, Wade said if I had a tan, we'd be twins, maybe. Right, okay. Sophie wrote, do we have to do an egg smash? Can't wash anything up at the moment. Hormonal issues.
Oh yeah, so it's not necessarily in the house, but outside one of the drains seems to be blocked. So we're gonna have to call someone out. But obviously, whenever we use anything at the moment, it's getting blocked up on the outside. Not because we take like, I don't know, gargantuan shits. I just think it's just some debris got down there, or probably the missus like flushing away my clothes or something. So there's space in the wardrobe. Who knows?
Also, guys, while we're talking about clothing items, so Dean has some awesome merch, and one of the items he does have is a 1BeardedViking bikini. So I was just sort of having a little browse the other day, checking out his merch, you know, see what he had there, you know, like you do when you normally go to a shop. And I look at that little plug. What a man, like. Adrenaline's Energy. It kicks you in the ass.
Back to front as well.
Yeah, so
carry on, Chris.
like I was saying, he has a bikini. So I just randomly messaged him out of the blue. I don't know why. And I said, bro, if I get to 1,000 followers by my birthday, which is the end of September, then I will buy your bikini and I will wear it out. I'll take it down to my local beach and take a few photos of me wearing this bikini.
I would love to see that, mate.
The same applies to him. If he reaches 1,200 by the same date, then yeah, then that'll happen as well. If we both get it down us, then I'm gonna take it on holiday with me and just sit on sun lounges with it, like it's nothing, right? Like it's absolutely nothing.
We should do that.
From my room and just walk down to the pool side.
We could stream it, mate. We could live stream it. Get everyone's like the strangers' reactions. You know, we're just walking around Merthyr Tydfil or whatever. That's where we're going to go on holiday.
Stream,
or Scunthorpe if you want to go to England. Scunthorpe's a lovely place.
Wait, what's going on here? What's going on? Yeah, so Wade said wear it on stream, right? Right, let me just check if there's any more questions. Fantastic Gamer said, can he drop a link for that, please? I'm assuming he means the beard products or the dildos.
I mean, there's a lot of things like that could be links for, I suppose.
Yeah, it could be.
You might want to link to a bikini. You never know.
What's going on here? Fantastic Gamer, thanks. Haha, growing. Do we have any more questions? Okay. Right, okay, here's a good one from Key760. He wants to know, how do you manage to have a life around streaming?
It's actually quite like difficult, and I think the reason why it's difficult, particularly for streamers like us. I mean, Chris, you're like the world's best at Tony Hawk, so you're obviously a good gamer. But for me, I rely on entertainment. Like, you know, if you're having an off day, but you're like an amazing gamer or whatever, people can just come in and enjoy watching you playing the game. I don't think that's always the same for people that are more entertainment based. So I'm always trying to look for ways to improve the stream, add something in that will make people laugh and things like that. So I have to do a lot of prep, and I would say, I think I stream like 12 to 15 hours a week, which isn't that much, to be honest. My average stream is about 3 hours.
Yeah, it still takes time though.
Yeah, so when you're working full time, you've got that 15 hours, and then I would say in a week I probably put at least 10 to 15 hours in prep or looking into things. I might not get anything out of it by the end of it, but like there's things I'll research into, find out I can't fucking do it because I've got a Mac or whatever and stuff like that, or things I do end up adding to the stream. So it is hard, and it's a little bit easier in lockdown. My missus is on furlough at the moment, so you know, she's able to be around when I'm streaming and jump in and smash an egg on my head and things like that as well. So who knows, like, obviously I don't have to commute home either. I know that when I start streaming, my commute home will obviously take off maybe an hour or so of my day and make me a little bit more tired. So I definitely think it's going to be one I'm always going to be working against. But I think everyone else is in the same boat that way. So
yeah, exactly. Obviously, you talk about you're currently working from home and things, right? So I'm gonna bet that you're one of them guys who'll sit there with his business sort of look on from the waist up, and then literally a pair of like colourful pants with ice creams on them or something down below. Yeah.
Now you've been peeking at me again, have you?
I got my little spies out, mate. Yeah. Yeah. So let me just catch up with the chat. That was the last. Oh wait, Adrenaline's Energy. You want to know? Wait, why are you not hydrating? Mine answer is because
I did.
All out right now. I sort of netted it all beforehand.
I didn't, because I was so excited because the delivery of my 2 new flavours came today. So we've got White Noise, which is the one that I was. I know it's back to front on my camera because it's inversed or whatever you want to call it. White Noise, White, whatever you want. Apple Ophitis, I don't even know how to say that yet, but that one. So they came today, very quick delivery, and I was so excited to try them that I had one White Noise before the stream. I was actually feeling pretty tired. Yeah. And I'm not saying this purely to plug, like I generally was quite tired, but it's given me that bit of lift. But because you can only have 2 scoops in 500 millilitres, I don't want to be having another one right now. So I did just pretend to drink it, like this, so I can carry on doing it. There's actually nothing in it. So
I'll do the same. I might have some like.
Oh, it smells good though. It's got the
dribbles in there.
It's got that White Noise musk. White Noise musk. Guys, if you want to make some sort of aftershave, some White Noise adrenalized musk, I'll fucking pour it over my nuts.
Do it. Oh, actually, Dean messaged me the other day saying Adrenaline's Energy with rum works a fucking charm. So,
oh yeah.
There's another idea.
Make sure you read the back of the packets. It's not recommended, but if you do happen to accidentally fall over and the 2 things go and combined and then it falls in your mouth, it's fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Fucking beautiful.
Do it.
I mean, energy drinks.
He's pretty impressed with you saying pour it over my nuts.
Pour it over my nuts. Oh yeah.
She's pretty impressed now. Right, okay, let's crack on. Any more questions coming in? Mike, what are you doing to me? How am I only... I don't have alerts on this set of overlays because it's purely for podcasting. But Mike, thank you so much for that gifted sub, buddy. You're a massive legend, honestly.
Well, Michael, love you.
Michael, you are a good man. We all love you dearly, mate, honestly. I owe you a spin in the sub wheel, Mike. So tomorrow's stream, I will be spinning the wheel, obviously. I haven't got it set up on this software. So I will be... honouring you a spin of the wheel tomorrow, and Dean's going to do you a dab.
Oh, I've got to do a dab again. I'm like a little performing monkey, aren't I? Right, I've got to make sure that I remember I've got a hat on, because otherwise I'll just go... Right. Yeah.
Check it out. Look, I love the way he's like... You can just hear the laugh coming out mid-dab. Mid-dab. Right, okay, what's this? Chris says, love it. I can't help take the shots. Okay. Yeah, honestly, Mike, thank you so much, buddy.
Get my camera back into focus. It's because my glasses. I don't always wear my glasses.
Right,
it bounces it off.
If there's any more questions, guys, any more questions, feel free to get them in. Right, okay. So Keys actually pinched one of my questions. To me, I think I know the answer to this question. It seems a little bit obvious. But where did the name 1BeardedViking come from?
Yeah, so originally, it's because I decided I wanted to change my PlayStation name. I got excited when for some reason, you couldn't change your name for like 15 years if you had a PlayStation ID. What? And mine was, my original name was Dean Arcade 1989, and I thought that tells everyone my name and my birth year and stuff like that. They might start using my credit card details, and obviously I've given it live on stream now as well. So there you go. But no, I just fancied something a little bit different. I really like having a beard. I would grow it longer, but the missus she won't stop me from growing it longer. But I do like my missus to find me attractive, so there's kind of like we're kind of like in the middle. Do you know what I mean? But I do like obviously beards. Viking mythology and history, like I find fucking fascinating. And the reason I like Vikings so much is, for one, I'm not religious, but their whole like belief system in the gods and stuff like that. The gods fuck up all the time. They make mistakes. They're very human. They're really creative, like with their stories and stuff like that. And it's just like fascinating to me.
Yeah.
And generally, like the actual Viking history of itself and how they obviously went and raided and stuff like that. Not necessarily saying that raiding is a good thing, but I think everybody at the time was doing the same thing. It was kind of the done thing then. But yeah, it's just fascinating for me. I just really like it, so now I'm stuck with it.
Yeah, I guessed right then, obviously. Yeah. But that's
you worked that one out, did you, Chris? Well done, boy.
I worked it out. Yeah, it took me a while, mine, but yeah, I was sat there, I was like, why the fuck does this guy call himself 1BeardedViking? Yeah. Yeah, so, guys, for any of you that follow Dean on social media, you will see some of his, like, Viking photos. Honestly, they are absolutely class. He's got the full get-up, the full outfit and everything else. I've also heard he's got a big weapon. Do you have a big weapon?
I can get it out, mate.
Get your weapon up, man.
It's going to require 2 hands, though. It's going to require 2...
shit.
Oh, yeah. It's a bit pointy. There you go. That's my axe.
Check that out, people.
Right, so let's get a little bit of glare there. There you go.
The end of that weapon's very shiny, you know.
It is. I tend to moisturize the end. You mean sorry, man. Sorry, man.
Yeah. Someone make a clip, please, guys.
Use my beard, straighten it down on my pubes as well.
That's going to be the highlight of this week's podcasting. So somebody please clip that, legends. Right, okay. Let's see. There's a few more questions popped up. Amber wants to know: would you say family support is important when it comes to being a successful streamer?
My parents do support me, actually. So I don't live in the same town as them, and obviously with lockdown I haven't really seen too much of them.
Yeah.
They are aware that I stream. My mum would go absolutely insane at my language and my general behaviour on stream.
Yeah.
So I advise her not to come in, but she has brought one of my merch hoodies. And I was like, oh mate. I was like, no. And then she sent me a photo of it on. I was like, oh bless her. Like it's really nice as well. But the son in you just kind of be like, oh mate.
I know what you're saying, man. I know what you're saying. Hopefully you get a photo of somebody wearing one of your bikinis soon, yeah? So hopefully.
Oh yeah, that'd be beautiful.
Preferably not me, like, but yeah, we'll see. Right, okay. Well, that's pretty cool, that you got the family support, like, your mum's buying your merch and things, and like your missus is obviously, for anybody that doesn't know, fucking super supportive, always in his streams, always like sometimes I will literally look at a Discord server and his missus actually posted, yo, Dean's live right now.
Yeah, she does a lot of stuff in that. I need to spend more time on my Discord, because I think that's kind of like how you build your community outside and the way you can kind of like mingle with people. But generally after like working or streaming or preparing for streams or supporting other people, I'm fucking knackered. So like I have when I'm tired, I just become a little bit antisocial until I've drunk my adrenalized energy and then got myself back to 100%. Got to feel more focused.
That's right. Tim, feel free to fucking clip these, man, and you can just use them as you want. Yeah. Right, let me catch up my chat once again. Where did the name come from? Are you going to win the Adrenalized Fortnite competition? That's what Wade wants to know.
There's no way I could win anything that involves gaming. I am just not that good. But I could definitely give it a go. I think I'm okay at Fortnite. Like I'm a decent builder. I'm not like anything fancy. My aim is pretty shit though. So I have to kind of revolve my survival around just building around people, and hopefully they get scared and then I accidentally shoot them. So
yeah, I'm not gonna win nothing, mate. If you're any good, you'd probably win it. Play me on Tony Hawk, I will fucking wreck you. But
oh yeah, I mean I get like 2 points. So you're like, oh mate.
Yeah.
What is your highest score on Tony Hawk's?
It's not that big actually. It's
Oi. Don't put yourself down, mate. I'm sure it's a grower.
Wait, Amber's in here, she'll tell you. My highest combo score I think is something like 18 mil now, and my highest
Fuck me.
my highest that's just a combo score, so that's one line. And then my highest sort of session score, which is in 2 minutes, is 26 mil, I think. But that, literally, right, I'm only number 1 because of wins. There's some people out there that don't really play the competitive side of it, and literally would just sit there doing like 50-minute combos for like 300 billion. So that takes the piss. I can't get no near that, but...
That's insane, man. Like, as I remember, you said, like, you challenged me, I think, like a while back when I first met you, to like get 2 million points, and like, I tried doing it to get better. I didn't even get anywhere near that. So the fact that you can fucking like do that 40 times over is insane. That's why you're world champion, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know the official title.
I was neglected as a kid. I wasn't allowed out much, so all I had to do was play Tony Hawk. So yeah, no, I wasn't actually neglected. Yeah, no, I literally just played it lots as kids, and then when it came out again, I just sort of picked up where I left off. You know, it took me about 10 games to get a mill combo. Like my first combo was like 30,000. I was like, oh, that's shit. But yeah. Right. Okay. Fat. Thank you so much for that feedback, buddy. I massively appreciate that. Amber saying she loves the fact that your mum, that's what we say in Wales, buying your merch. It is awesome.
Absolutely fabulous, that is.
It is absolutely fabulous. If you love your mothers, guys, do not take her to Merthyr. Strongly advise you against doing that. Honestly, don't ever take your mums to Merthyr, right? It's a fucking dangerous thing to do. So Amber said that our daughter Sophia could actually win it. Maybe I'll get her on my team. Maybe we'll see. Right, Kate. What's going on here in my chat? Only the number 1 Tony Hawk player in the chance I'm playing you. Yeah. You don't play me, mate. Honestly, I don't mean to brag, but I'll fucking slam you. Yeah.
More ways than one.
Right, guys, do we have any more questions? I'm going to give you all a few seconds to get a few more in if you have any. If you don't worry. We've had quite a few nice ones, actually, to be fair.
Yeah, it's been really fun, actually. We've had some decent questions.
Oh, I got more questions on my own to ask you. You're not going anywhere, buddy.
That's fine. I got all night. You can ask me everything you want. What colour my underwear is. What hand do I use to wank with? Do I do the double pump? You know, stuff like that.
Why are you wearing underwear when you're on a podcast with me? What the fuck? Key wants to dab, right? What's your state of this dab, right? I haven't got the room to dab. Like, there, so my hand isn't even fully stretched.
He's going to knock his mic off.
I'm literally going to dab. There you go. And my mic is just taking a hiding. So, yeah, that's how it works in my house. Right, we got a question, I think, from Adrenalize NG. Can you pronounce Wales in Welsh?
It's like... Is it CY... RMU, something like that.
Yeah.
Cymru,
spot on, yeah.
Cymru, there we go. First time, look at that.
In Wales, you just say come.
So the funniest thing I've heard, I mean, this is just because I find the Welsh accent amusing, but I can't remember where it was. I used to have a girlfriend way back in the day who was Welsh, and she lived in Cardiff.
Unlucky, mate.
We were like in a store somewhere. Can't remember where exactly it was. But this one girl, she goes, "You can't return a field to Alba, it's against the store policy." And I literally, that's my Welsh line. That's my go-to Welsh line every time I say something.
Wait, that's pretty good, to be fair, man.
Field to Alba.
Yeah, so now that us Welsh people have been sort of abused by these English bastards, who we're going to smash on weekend, by the way.
Probably.
Fat Man wants to know, where's he wrote that? Can you give us a sexy dance like the one you did on stream for me when I was eating dinner? I don't know what that means. Is that you or me?
When I had the weird sound alert come up, I kind of was just going like this.
Oh mate, that's your best dance actually. I've seen a few clips of that. Look at that, guys.
Oh look, my nip's coming out now. This is a vest underneath.
I feel like I should be singing "Let me lick you up and down" when you say stop. Right, yeah. So anyway,
that'd be good. Or Pony is a good one for that. So
Amber said everyone literally takes the piss of the way I say towel. Yeah, she literally goes
towel.
Even I take a piss of it, and I live in the same place as her, and I just say towel, and she's like towel.
Oh yeah, you said that you kind of like have to translate for her, didn't you?
Mate, we were in New York, nobody understood her. You swear she came from somewhere that speaks like Swahili or something. And I was literally saying the same things to people. And they were like, yeah, you go down this road, turn right, and it's on your left. Amber would say it, they'd be like, man, what the fuck is this bitch talking about? And I'd be like, oh, well, if you don't know,
my
I don't
God.
fucking know. Right, okay, guys, thank you so much for the awesome questions. If you do have any more, get them in. I'll add them to the list of my own questions, okay? I'll get Chris to do one later. Yeah, okay, cool. Right, okay, so moving on to a little bit of more serious stuff now. We've had a little bit of fun talking about
serious stuff.
and
Let me do my stretches.
Talking about shiny stuff and helmets and things, yeah. So, do you have a Viking helmet, actually?
I do have a Viking helmet.
I thought I'd seen them.
Yeah, it's a little bit too big, and everyone thinks that Viking helmets have horns on. That's just kind of like a thing that's happened over time. Like, they didn't have horns on their helmets. They used horns for a lot of things, like drinking horns. I do have one of them.
Nice.
And also, everyone thinks they've got a big, like, Gimli axe from Lord of the Rings. But no, they were very small, because obviously it was very easy to run. Yeah. Very agile and stuff like that, so...
Your missus saying oi oi in the chat.
Oi oi! Oi oi!
Right, okay, so, do you have any future plans for your stream, dude? Like, anything coming up pretty soon, or... anything you want
Yes, I'm talking with the wonderful guys at Adrenalize Energy. So I'm going to be doing a, if we hit the community challenge, which is currently ongoing, we will do a 24-hour stream. And obviously, the only way I'm going to be able to do that is by
filling that up.
Sorry, I forgot what I was talking about, mate. Yeah, the only way I was going to do that is by having some Adrenalize Energy. But yeah, so we're going to do 24-hour stream. I will be sorting out some sort of giveaway. I'll speak to the guys a little bit more when I know the date, because it's going to be in March at some point. Yeah. I know some of the other wonderful people that support Adrenalize are doing similar things, which I think is great, because not only do I like the product, they listen to your feedback, they work really hard, they are generally nice people, and I think sometimes just having someone that's a nice person behind the business is a big thing, especially these days. So I got a lot of positive things to say about them. They even message me when I've missed a stream because I've been not very well, just to ask how I am. Like, that's the sort of guys they are. So
yeah, that's pretty spot on, to be fair. Is that Zealous Kitty is asking everyone, can I get a oh yeah? Do you want to take that one?
All right, yeah. So this is trademarked by Major. I think I've seen some other people do it, but most people that know me or will know Major. Major Nosebleed. He's a streamer, and he has a Channel Point Redemption where he does that sex noise. So it goes, oh yeah. But I'll try and do it.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. I sound like a fucking dying donkey, man.
My peen is moving.
Oh yeah.
It's doing something. Right, okay. Bro, that was insane. Right, okay. Right, is there something... I'm trying to keep this as professional and serious as possible, but I just can't stop thinking about when you said about shiny helmet. Right, okay. Is there
Get out your mind, boy, you filthy bastard.
Is there something that you want Twitch to... you'd like to see them introduce?
That's a good question, actually. That's probably one I can't answer very easily. I don't know. I don't actually know. Mate, you should have given this to me before the stream.
Well, if you watched last week's episode, you would have seen... Yeah, I'm joking.
I know.
No. It could be literally anything. Is it something that Twitch currently doesn't do, but you think, oh, that would be a good feature?
One thing which they do kind of do, but I think you have to be a partner, is whereby you can kind of like have a dual stream. So if you're streaming with someone and one of them's a partner, they'll allow you to both get viewers and stream at the same time, and you can have them in kind of like... basically boxes together, which I think is really cool. So if I wanted to stream with someone, like, you'd both get the viewers rather than, just for one person getting them. But I think you have to be a partner for that. So I think, I'd really like to see that. And although I don't stream with people that often, I do think if they are streamers as well, it would be nice for them to get the community watching them at the same time, because you're introducing new communities to each other. So yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it would be something that would be good to use, Right, okay, is there something that you don't like about streaming or Twitch?
I think not necessarily it's like a dislike about streaming, but I do think there is a level of anxiety and stuff like that. No matter who you are, I still think a lot of people, before they press that go live button, will maybe be anxious about how they're feeling. Are they up to it? Are they in the mood for it? Are people going to like what they're doing? So I think it is something that's probably, it's not just for streaming. Obviously, anxiety affects people in different ways for different things, but definitely every time I go to press that live button, I am always a little bit like, your stream starting's on there, I'm a little bit like, right, get in the zone, try and get myself focused, because I want to be the person that maybe brightens someone else's day who's had a shit day. But if I've had a shit day, sometimes that's difficult. But I really want to make that something that I do, and I know other streamers as well that talk about mental health, and I really respect those that do that. So maybe it's something I should maybe address a little bit more on my own chat. But I find it very hard to talk about, and my wife knows that. So it's maybe something I would look to encourage within my community at some point, not just for streaming, but in general. But it does apply to streaming. So
I completely agree, buddy. What you said there about just before you press that go live, buddy, go live button.
You touch my button.
Yeah. Yeah, but I genuinely think I'm exactly the same. Every time I'm about to go live, I get that little wave of like, oh, what if this goes wrong? What if I get technical issues? Not so much shy or like nervous talking to people, because generally I'll talk I'll talk a glass eye to sleep, mate. I you know what I mean? I'll talk to anybody. I'm not generally a shy person. But I always have a thought, like I always do have a little sort of panic, like, oh, what if I get issues? What if it sounds wrong? What if this, that? You know what I mean? But like, as soon as you press that go live button, I find for myself, I don't know if it's the same for most people, but them sort of panics and anxieties go away. I don't know if it's the same for you. As soon as you press that live button, it's like, shit, no turning back, get stuck in. If that makes sense.
Yeah, almost like, because you're live, it's almost like it just prompts you to just go into it, and then you're kind of okay. But like, I can get anxiety before I go streaming about different things. Like you said, it could be technical things, or am I in the right mood to be that person that I am wanting to be on the stream? So when I'm on stream, I'm not being someone else. I'm showing the personality that I want on that stream. That's part of me, but I'm not always feeling that. Do you know what I mean? So like, most of the time I am. Other times I kind of have to grow myself into it. And when I see them people coming in using my emotes and saying, hello, how you doing? Chatting to everyone within like 10 minutes, that kind of like takes them back up. But viewers, when I used to focus on viewers, that did kind of bring me back down a little bit. But there is that. But but there's so many things. And that's what it is. Anxiety is almost anticipation. So sometimes it's just overthinking things, and it just fucks with your head. And if you just kind of just do it, especially for people that haven't maybe streamed and are thinking of doing it, because I know there's a few people in my community that either do stream or want to stream that do find it really difficult, maybe even to go on, like, maybe not just to stream, but just like to have their voice on there, or especially I know a lot of people that don't like necessarily to have the camera on. I don't think you have to have a camera on, but I do think it makes a massive difference to people. I know that a lot of people will probably not stay around if you don't have a camera on. Don't really know why, but it just seems to be that way. So
I think people like to sort of see who they're talking to and get to, like,
definitely.
Oh, cool, okay, so I'm talking, and even little things as well, like things that you do on your stream, like you'll do like little dances and things, and you'll do impressions and facial expressions, that sort of thing. I think people like to see that, because like, it's like a blind date, you wouldn't fuck a bird if you didn't know what she looked like, Does that make sense?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. Well, maybe someone would.
Where I come from, I fuck anything and really big, but you catch my drift, right? You're like, okay, I need to know what this guy or this girl looks like.
Yeah, it's all about engagement, and like for me, I'm weird. I don't necessarily like phone calls that much, because I like to be able to see people's body language, because I feel like I can make a judge of character or a judge of the way they're feeling about the conversation by being able to see them. Now, you don't really get that in Twitch when you're a streamer, because you can't see them, but you do kind of get a kind of general feel for the chat as a whole, if everyone's being positive and stuff. But I think if you come in as a viewer and they're talking towards the camera and saying, oh, thanks so much for coming in, like, you kind of want to get invested in that person if it's the sort of thing that you like and stuff. But I think if you kind of just come in, hear a voice, I think you have to have really good audio as well if you're just using audio, microphone or whatever, and probably have to be a good gamer, because I know there's some big streamers out there, not many, some big streamers out there that don't have a camera, but they are fantastic at the games that they play. So I think you kind of got to figure out where your angle is when you're streaming, what suits you. So.
And obviously as well, guys, if you're as good looking as Dean, like, you literally get that fucking webcam on, that's when Twitch turns into OnlyFans and the fucking bills start rolling in, so I'm sure.
I didn't start out with a camera, to be fair. I literally started out on the PlayStation without any camera or whatever, and then when I had my camera, it's fucking dog shit, the PlayStation 4 camera. Like, it's just... And I have to have it obviously miles away from me, so I just look like a little speck in the distance sort of thing. But...
I know what you mean, man. Right, okay, we're almost done. We've got one or two little more questions left. Right, let's talk about a game. Is there any games due out soon that you're sort of excited about, looking forward to streaming or playing in general?
Yeah, so like, this is another thing to touch on as well. So I wouldn't necessarily play the games I play off stream on stream. There is a crossover point. There are some games that I would do on both. But I'm a big fan of like story-driven, like single-player games. There's quite a lot of exclusives on PlayStation. That's why I stick with PlayStation, because I like those sort of games.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily play them on stream or play them on stream often, because I like to get involved in the story. I want to listen to the cutscenes so I know what's going on. But if I'm streaming, I want to talk to chat, so I don't like having to stop and be quiet listening to stuff like that. So. But the game I'm looking forward to in terms of off-stream is a game called Returnal. It could be absolute dog shit, but I think it's a PlayStation exclusive that's coming out in a few months. I don't really know too much about it. I've just seen a trailer for it, and I got a boner, so that's good enough for me.
Always a good reason to get a game if you get a boner from it. Like, you know, I completely agree. Right, okay, so we're just about ready to wrap it up this evening. Dean, please tell people where they can find Bearded Viking, or 1BeardedViking, sorry.
I'm usually on the corner of any street naked. But no.
Any street?
Any street, Merthyr Tydfil especially. But
Wait, let me just look out the window. No, he's not there. Lying cunt.
You can find me www.twitch.tv/1BeardedViking. If you have any of my socials, I'm on Twitter. Every single handle I have on a social thing, which is pretty much all of them, is 1BeardedViking. And on every one of those, I have a link tree, which has all of my links in it as well. It even has some additional things like my merch shop. So if anyone wants to go and buy a 1BeardedViking bikini, that's where you can find it. And a couple of other things. I got like my YouTube channel, which I haven't really taken off with yet. I'm just kind of getting used to it. I've got a fucking TikTok. I don't really know what I'm doing on that, but I'm just trying to get involved, because networking. I think networking is more effective at getting you the followers, and then once they come in, they then stay because they like your stream. Like you need to give yourself the chance to bring in exposure. So that's always a good way of doing it.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. You heard it first. Well, not first, but you heard it there. At 1BeardedViking, pretty much everywhere. The number one, I believe. Yeah, not all number one.
Yeah, so the only thing I'm not... No, if anyone wants to add me on PlayStation, they can. For some reason, PlayStation don't allow you to use a number at the start of it. So the only place I'm not is my PlayStation, which is the word one. Yeah. It's really fucking annoying. It really fucks me off. My OCD.
As Amber's just done, she's just dropped a shout out in there to Dean. So that's obviously his Twitch, which is mainly what we're talking about here tonight. But obviously... his name is the same everywhere. Go and show him some love. Get involved with his YouTube. I'm pretty sure that's going to be quite the hoot, as they say in somewhere in England. I don't know where. Yeah, but guys, thank you all once again for tuning in. Oh, I do have one actual important bit of information and a bit of a news and announcement if you haven't seen it or heard. So tomorrow, basically, there's a guy. I don't know the guy. He's from my town. He's pretty popular, I think. I've just never met him or end of his family, but basically he found out this week that he has a very rare, very aggressive form of bowel cancer, which has now moved on to his liver. They've told him that he hasn't got too long left to live, so basically his sort of dying wish is to marry the love of his life, who he's known since he was, I think, like 5 or 6 years old. So basically they've set up a what's the word? Not Just Giving, the other one. GoFundMe, to raise money for them to get married because of COVID and everything. He's lost his job. She's lost her job. So basically, it's like a bucket list thing. People have done that for them. They've smashed their target. The target was £3,000 to have a basic sort of small little wedding. I think it's currently on just under 10k. Tomorrow, I'm going to try and do my own little bit to try and help raise a little bit more for them. So my usual Wednesday stream tomorrow is going to turn into a little bit of a benefit stream. So basically, anybody who donates tomorrow will be added to the spin wheel to win, courtesy of Adrenalize Energy, a tub of your choice flavour of Adrenalize Energy, and courtesy of Conquer Gaming. They have provided us with some gift as well to give away. So there'll be 2 prizes up for grabs. You must donate tomorrow while on stream. If you can, use your stream name or something that I don't know, so I can just check that you have done it, and then we get you on that spin wheel. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll smash some cream pies in my face. We'll eat some chili shots and all that sort of stuff. So it's all that sort of stuff. Jesus Christ, I've been with Dean too long, yeah. So basically, yeah, we're doing that just to try and raise a few funds for them, a little bit extra, because what the family or the people who organised it have decided now is they're going to just literally give them the money to spend on the wedding, and obviously some money to sort of help them live a little bit because of work situations. So yeah, thank you for listening for that one.
That's a great cause, by the way, Chris. What time did you say you were going live again tomorrow?
I'll be going live tomorrow at 4 PM usual time. It's just obviously when I heard about it, I wanted to sort of smash it out pretty quick, because time is not really of the essence. So I just said, right, my Wednesday stream, I'll make it a charity stream. Let's do it. So yeah, hopefully it'll be fun. Raise a lot of extra cash for them, hopefully, and some of you guys come in some nice prizes as well. My next guest, I was just getting to that actually, is Ali Dream Game On. So it's a girl who's from Staten Island in New York. So she will be with me next Tuesday night. So please tune in for that one as well. Dean, I got to thank you, buddy, for being a fucking amazing guest. I kind of knew you would be. I've been looking forward to this all weekend. I knew it would be a good grin, but I haven't actually laughed as much on my stream as I have tonight. On my podcast.
I put all the stops out for you tonight, mate. But no, I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed your community as well. I know that there's some great people there anyway. I think great. I know that we have our stupid moments, but that's us. Like that's who we are, sort of thing. But you are very professional in the way that you do it. Obviously, setting up beforehand as well, letting me know what's going on, how what things are doing. So I recommend anyone that's thinking of doing something like this to do it with Chris, because he's not only is he a fantastic bloke, but clearly he's good at what he's doing. And I really wish you all the best of luck with the stream tomorrow, man. That's a great cause. And if I am streaming tomorrow myself, so if you're still going, I will be putting my raid towards you. So
you legend, buddy. You're absolute legend. Talking of raid, guys, we had actually is Mike still live?
He should be. Well, this is about the time he starts popping off. He usually goes off about 10:30. So, but he does go on a little bit longer depending on how he's feeling. So,
because I know he came in and did let me just learn to speak again. He did a gifted sub, didn't he? So he's live. So we're gonna send everybody over to him anyway. Guys, thank you once again for tuning in. Thank you to Dean for being, like I said, a great guest, and thanks for that bit of feedback, buddy. Appreciate that. Also, thanks to my Mrs. Amber, Soph X Amp, for sitting through it and being a good mod as well, and making sure
putting out with Chris in general,
come in, and for shouting out Dean, and for putting up with me, and she's learned to cook. So yeah, my life's on the fucking up, guys, honestly. Honestly, guys, thank you so much, and we're gonna send you over to Mike. I should do this right now, really, shouldn't I? But otherwise I'll be sitting here talking like I'm like a dickhead. So what's his name? Drop it, Mike. Yeah.
Thanks, you guys. It's been really nice. Thanks for the questions as well. Hopefully you all have a wonderful evening, whatever you're doing. Keep yourself safe and stuff. Lockdown will be over soon, hopefully.
Lockdown will be over soon, and we can all have a massive Twitch meetup and get...
Yeah, we can all get chlamydia.
Together, yeah. I'm well down to get chlamydia, honestly.
All right, then.
It wouldn't be the first time. Anyway, guys, cheers. Thanks for tuning in.
Cheers, guys.
Enjoy, Mike, and we'll catch you soon. Cheers, guys.